The Power of Now on steroids, aka Eckhart Tolle on steroids, aka The Observer on steroids. This video is on how to visualize to trigger your pain body, which is also your emotions, your patterns, your whatever you're creating in reality. All of that. Trigger that so that you could heal a lot faster. Why would you want to trigger your pain body? Well, as Eckhart Tolle says, you need to observe it in order to realize that you are not it. You're not your emotions. You're the little guy in here observing the universe, people, and your surroundings each moment by moment. But you're also observing your emotions that are reacting to the surroundings. They're reacting with joy and happiness or pain or fear or doubt or whatever. And then those emotions that are reacting go into your mind, or vice versa, or your mind is going into your emotion, creating emotions, whatever. But that's the pain body. So in order to heal it on a faster level, you don't want to wait till stuff happens around you to make you feel that way, because then you're just waiting for the universe. And it might take a while. If you want to fast forward it and make it like face it now. It's not about getting through it as fast as you can. It's about getting to it now. There's a big difference. The journey is the destination. The destination is not the destination. The journey is the destination. That's where you're going to grow the most, learn the most, have the most fun. Even through this, I have a lot of fun doing this every day. Because when you start to heal and feel better every day and lighter every day, it's enjoyable. And you're doing it through visualization, which I'll teach you. So it's like playing video games. Okay? So in order to heal the pain body, you got to visualize it. You got to visualize not the pain body, but the stuff that will trigger it to make your emotions fire up, your fears and doubts. And that's scary for some. And so I'll teach you about doing it so that you feel safe and good about it. Because what's scarier? Facing it within in the privacy of your room, or waiting until the universe goes, oh, you want this and this and this, we're going to create this for you because you're feeling it. Because you're going to get what you feel. Okay? You're not going to get so much what you want or think about unless it's emotions behind it. Emotions are the spice of life. They're going to create it. And it's a command to the universe, basically. And so if you're afraid of something, the universe doesn't know that you don't want it. It doesn't know yes and no. It doesn't know I want that, I don't want that. It just knows that you're focusing on it. And that must mean you want it. So stop focusing on it. How do you stop focusing on it? It's emotional. You can't stop focusing on it if it's a fear in you. Try it. It's impossible. Okay? You could do all the affirmations in your life and steer that ship in one direction, but once you let go of the rudder, you go right back towards that fear. So the only way to get rid of it is to face it. So we're going to talk about that. Why would you want to visualize something that will trigger your pain body? Is because when you start to feel it, you're going to start to process it, and it'll start to release you those fears and doubts. And they'll be out of you as if they were someone else. Okay? Because they are someone else. They're not you. But you'll feel separate from it eventually. Like, why was I ever even afraid of that? We'll talk about that in another video. But right now, let's talk about visualization. Okay? So visualization is the exact same thing as daydreaming. It's also the exact same thing as dreaming. It's also the exact same thing as remembering your memories in your head. Whatever you view in your head, everyone can do it. Everyone does it. It's a amazing thing. Okay, and the observer, we talk about that. Let's just say it's just the viewer. It's the who you are inside here, viewing whatever you view, and also viewing your emotions. So if you view your emotions, then you are not your emotions. You're not your pain body. Okay, that's the first step. Just realizing, you're not who you could see, because that's someone else, So how do I say that better? Read The Power of Now. But you are, there are not two of yous. There's not you here and the emotions down here. Okay? There's just you. You're the observer. You're the awareness in this universe. And this is all here for you. So why not heal it and enjoy it and all that? Now the pain body, it's also a happy body. It could be, it's all in one. You know, your joys, your talents, your skills, your fears, your doubts, it's all one. So we just want to release the fears and doubts, and then naturally you're going to start to visualize what you want in life. Because right now, it's hard to visualize what you want if fears are coming up every time you visualize, oh, I want that, and then a fear will come up, and you're like, and then the universe is going to go, oh, okay, you want to almost have this, and then what you feared would happen will happen. Like you want to have the car, but then you have a family catastrophe, and you have all the money to buy the car, and you're about to buy it, and the family catastrophe makes it so you have to spend all the money on the catastrophe to fix that instead of get the car, because your fear was there. So don't worry about visualizing what you want. You're going to naturally visualize what you want when you get rid of your fears. You're not even going to have to try. You're just going to be thinking about happy thoughts about it all the time. So in the other video, I talked about what we're going to visualize, okay? So in the other video, I talked about where the pain body emotions and thoughts and beliefs come from. The pain body is not just emotions. It's a total experience, okay? It is a memory in your life from your childhood, from your ancestors' memories. Your ancestors' memories are chock full of these strong emotions. Your dads, your moms, their parents. And if they don't process them, which is the next video, this is just how to bring them up. But you got to process them to heal them. If they don't process them, they're going to be passed down generationally. And you have them. And other people have them. And so that's ancestors. And how do you visualize stuff from ancestry? We'll talk about that. Past lives, I'm guessing, because I'm not consciously, I haven't experienced it consciously that I know of. I might have, I don't know. But I believe in it. I just haven't experienced it, so I can't teach it to you. But it's all deep within you, though, okay? And it's all in your subconscious, meaning that you have all these fears and doubts. A lot of them, you don't know where they came from. And so you have to become a detective and start to figure out, where did these come from? And we become the detective through visualization, okay? And we find out, like, and how do you find out if something is bothering you? Well, you visualize something, and if you feel a strong emotion, a fear, doubt, anger, crying, whatever, that means that that's in the pain body, okay? That could be from experiences in your life of being beat up from a loved one or whatever, or it could be emotional abuse, you know, verbal abuse. It could be a bully in the schoolyard, you know, whatever you fear, you know. Snakes. It could be, you know, snakes are afraid of you. If you visualize snakes and you start to get afraid, that means that you have a pain body within you, an emotional fear, right? And verbal fear, like. So it's back to what I was saying. It's a complete thing. It's the pain body is full of memories, and what your thought about those memories, or what your ancestors thought about those memories, or past lives thought about those memories. And what they thought means what they felt. And so if they thought, oh my God, my life is ruined, and this strong emotion of pain, and then it's bottled up and then passed down generationally, or through different lives possibly. So you're just going to have to, this is a lot. I'm giving you a lot right now. But you're going to have to, you'll learn it through doing this. There's no better teacher than just doing it. Okay? I'm here just trying to teach you how to do it, but you just got to do it. I didn't learn this until I did it. You know, all the stuff that Eckhart Tolle talks about, I read that book years before I started doing this. And when I learned this process for me, I kept going back to remembering what he said and going, oh, wow. I remember him saying this and that, and that's very true from my experiences now. And that's why I love Eckhart Tolle. You know, Abraham Hicks and these New Age, you know, affirmations and focus on what you want, the secret, I don't really get. Because through this experience, I realized that you'll just naturally think about what you want. You'll naturally become happier and achieve more. You don't have to think about it and do it. You really have to get rid of the issues, remove those, and then your natural abundance within you will start to come up. So in order to visualize this stuff, you got to close your eyes, go in a safe place, and it's just like virtual reality or playing video games. It just comes at you. When you close your eyes and you start to recall your memories, of a childhood traumatic experience, it's going to look very real to you. And there's studies that show that the body thinks it's real, and the emotions think it's real, and the pain body thinks it's real. So that's the key. They think it's real, and so it's like a holographic universe. It feels real. You could feel things. You could talk to people in these traumatic experiences, and what happens is they think it's real. Okay, so you're facing your bully finally. These pain body issues, but you're safe. It's not like you're actually going to the place of your bully. You're just doing it within. But you're safe because you're in your bedroom with the door locked and no one's going to come in. And when you re-experience these things that can make you feel strong emotions, like verbal abuse, you are actually the observer observing it this time. You're you're feeling it just as deeply as you did before, and we'll talk about this in the next video. But you're safe. You're the observer. You're there, and it's not really happening to you, but your pain body thinks it is, and your emotions, and think it is real. And that's where you start to have power. Being vulnerable in these moments is where your real power is. Vulnerability is the key to power. Okay? And all these emotions will come up, and you just feel these emotions as deeply as you can. And when Eckhart says the observer, I don't know if he means not to feel it or to feel it, but I'm telling you to feel it. It is the key. But we'll talk about that in another video. So you're visualizing, and when you visualize these traumatic experiences, be in the same position as you were in the experiences. So if you're standing, stand. If you're sitting down, sit down. When you get good at it, you can lay down, on your back. But the body really responds when you're in the same position. And really, you just need to be sitting up. You don't need to be standing. If you're in the traumatic experience standing, you really don't need to do that. Because as long as you're sitting up, the body and the emotions will think it's real. And that's how you visualize to trigger your pain body. Okay? You gotta like get it going. This is the start. Okay?
Start now by triggering your pain body with a memory that makes you cry or feel anger or feel some type of strong emotion. Observe those emotions. Next week I will post a new video on how to process those emotions and start healing your pain body.